Indeed, we are back here at the ICA in London in what is currently sunny but has been absolutely horrible weather. But the sun has come out, as have the fans, to go and see Stereophonics play a very intimate venue for them, and it should be pretty good. Well, I'm here in London at the iTunes Festival at the ICA with Stereophonics. Gentlemen, good afternoon. So, have you been to the ICA before? Have you managed to kind of have a bit of a look round the venue? Are you familiar with the place?
We played it about 10 years ago for a John Peel birthday party. And I did a warm-up show here for that little solo tour the other day. And I think that's the only time we ever played here. But it's a good venue, though. So
it's been a while since we've seen you. It's kind of out and about, and now you're back on the promotional circuit. How does it feel to be back?
It feels good, yeah. We had a quiet year last year, even though we made an album and done a video as well, the DVD Rewind. But yeah, it's nice to be back. Nice to be back amongst all the young pups, showing them how it's done.
Any new bands that you really, really like the sound of? Any young pups that you admire?
There's loads of good new bands. You know, the obvious one, Arctic Monkeys and
Kings of Leon.
Kings, they're not young anymore.
No, they're not old though.
He's had his haircut though. He looks young.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's had a shave.
He has.
Shave will take years, a few these days.
I'm just looking at the wall. The Fratellis, they're good. Get Cape, Wear Cape, Fly. Good.
So you're back with a new album, Pull the Pin. Last record was, I suppose, more of a experimental. You were certainly kind of pushing the envelope a little bit in what you've done before. Did you have an agenda for going in and doing this record?
Not really. Actually, we started doing the record first as a demo session without knowing that it was a record. And actually the results of it, we were so pleased with it because it was completely effortless, and that kind of pushed us to kind of get into the studio again and keep on working on those basic tracks we did, and that became the record. So actually, no, not really.
We didn't tell the label we were going to make a record. We went out to Grouse Lodge in about an hour and a half outside Dublin. They had Guinness on tap in the garden.
Which is why you chose the studio.
And the swimming pool. So we thought we'd go over there, do some demos and sit in our ass for 10 days, to be honest. But we did a song a day. The Guinness was very inspiring. And those 10 backing tracks became basically the backbone of the rest of the record. So it was pretty effortless. And then we were taking a couple of weeks off, going back in the studio. And usually we kind of have a 3 months intensive period in the studio where you lose your mind for a bit. But it was quite good having a bit of distance from it. People have told us to do it for 10 years, and we actually ignored them and actually tried it this time.
We listened this time, yeah.
Yeah, it was all right.
And the album title, Pull the Pin, where did the album title come from?
We were struggling for an album title, and Pull the Pin was something that rolled off the tongue, because it was something we used to say when we were kids. If you're out on the piss and it got to about 1 o'clock in the morning, it's like, are we going to stay out? I don't know. Oh, yeah, fuck it, pull the pin. It was one of those, like, fuck it kind of statements thing. And we've confused our record company for 10 years with long album titles. We thought we'd give them something snappy, if you want the honest answer. And we didn't have anything fucking else, so they needed one by that day. And that was it.
And it does seem like quite a casual way of making a record, relaxing, think you're doing demos, going in for the studio, you know, and then all of a sudden this album turns out. That sounds like a nice way of making a living.
Yeah, it's just good for a change, I suppose. It's what it's supposed to be, really. Yeah. It's the reason why you started doing music in the first place.
It does feel a lot like the way we were before we had a record deal, to be honest. I think, you know, you have phases where you take everything too seriously, or you work too hard or whatever, and I guess experience teaches you that if you don't enjoy the bit that you're doing along the way, then it's a fucking pointless exercise anyway. So it took us, you know, we've had ups and downs, and I think we can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel a bit more now. And
that makes it sound as if you're going to retire.
It makes it sound like we're going to die, actually, doesn't it? If I can see that light at the end of the tunnel, that means I'm going to die. I did just sign my will, so I'm covered. Well, I'm not covered. People are covered. I'm not going to get fuck all from it. Actually, all that work I've done is waste of fucking time. Somebody else is going to have it. What's the point? It's just fucking snort all up our nose right now.
And finally, it is the iTunes Festival. Are you big fans of iTunes? What was the last kind of track that you downloaded on iTunes? You found us tracking down weird stuff on tour or what?
But I do download stuff all the time. It's just I don't kind of remember what I do download.
Black Rebel Motorcycle was mine. Last album, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was alright, aye.
I'd done the recommendation from another person yesterday. Yeah.
And what was it?
It was Orange Goblin, the band was called, and it was
shit.
It was quite good.
Oh, was it? Sorry, I saw Orange Gold. We never
It
knew
was
enough,
like
eh?
in the same vein of like Queens of Stone Age and all that Masters of Reality, stoner rock type of thing. So it was good. I haven't listened to it yet. I've just done that.
It's there waiting for you.
It's not one to compile for your mum then.
The iTunes things comes in handy when you're on tour, especially because you don't want to carry records and stuff like that. I've been buying a lot of vinyl lately just because I've been sitting on my ass for too long. But
Can't take a record player on the road.
exactly. But now I'm gonna start buying and downloading
Record
all
player-
the stuff I
A
bought on
record player on
vinyl.
a tour bus don't work too good. Our needle just don't stop jumping.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. I hope the gig goes well. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. It's nice to have you back, and good luck tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.